What's up, Ragin Nation? How's it going? This is Alex Yu, and you're watching The Road to TF5. This is just a web series where we're talking about Transformers the last night. This is episode number 51, and in this episode, we got to talk about that big reveal that was posted on the official Transformers Snapchat account. Now, you're probably wondering, what in the world was that big reveal? As a matter of fact, there was no big reveal. It wasn't even a reveal at all. It was, in fact, just a countdown to mark the very first official day of filming. Today is officially day one of filming on their domestic locations. The very first day of filming in USA, specifically Phoenix, Arizona, starts today. And you're probably wondering, well, what about Cuba? Well, Cuba was Cuba. Cuba was just a Cuba filming, and it was just Michael Bay and his crew at Cuba for a few days capturing some background plates. There were none of the main actors there. None of the Transformers vehicles were there either. It was just filming some background and some scenery, and then later on, ILM is going to insert CG Decepticons there. But you can imagine that the scenes in Cuba isn't going to take a huge part of the film. It's not going to make up a huge chunk of the story. It's really just a location which probably is invaded by Decepticons. So I can imagine that it's a very, very short scene, but of course they had to do it in Cuba. And you know, much respect to Michael Bay and the crew for actually going out there, being the second film in history to be filming in Cuba since 60 years ago. The first film being, of course, Furious 8. But anyways, that is what happened in Cuba, but now today marks the very first official day of filming in USA, specifically Phoenix, Arizona. Mark Wahlberg posted on Facebook talking about how he's excited to be there on day one, and also Isabella Moner posted the night before on Periscope an 8-minute video where you can ask her questions about Transformers. Now, out of that 8-minute video, I probably only took in 30 seconds of actual Transformers material, but actually the only thing that really stood out to me was the fact that she mentioned that they're filming in various locations, including Canada. Now, that's the first time I've heard about any filming taking place in Canada. It's never been mentioned ever before until what came from her Periscope feed. I don't know if it's entirely accurate. I don't know how much she really knows, but she did mention Canada, and I don't know. There's a 50-50 chance of it being filmed in Canada because I really don't know how much she knows. And second, it's never been mentioned at all. All that was mentioned was Ireland, Iceland, other parts of the UK, specifically London, and also various parts of the United States, Detroit, Chicago, and I think I don't know where else, but I can imagine it's more locations than that. But anyways, day one of filming, lots to talk about, lot has been seen here. And we started off with the post on the Snapchat account, and what they actually did was they gave Isabella Moner the phone that is connected to the official Transformers Snapchat account, and then she posted short videos and photos about the filming. But it really wasn't anything exciting. If you were expecting to see anything juicy and expected to see to gather some juicy details about the actual filming, think again. Because all she did was post stuff like this. Hey, this is Isabella Moner, and I am going to the set. I'm going on location. I'm being driven in a van. It could be a Decepticon. I don't know. Who knows? And I'll talk to you later when I'm done filming. And then there were no posts after that. And I can imagine that while there's no post, there's probably one of two things happening. First of all, she could be filming. And second, she's not allowed to film a lot of that stuff. Think about it. Do you think she's actually going to grab the Snapchat phone, the phone using Snapchat to get some up close and personal photos of the actual vehicles? She's not going to do that. A lot of that stuff is confidential, and they don't want to spoil everything by having her post it all the way on social media. That's not happening. The only times you're really going to see her post is in the morning, where she's talking about how she's going on set, and also at the end of the day, where she'll give you a very, very very general and vague recap of what just happened. But she's not going to give you any juicy details at all. Trust me on that. So if you were excited about this whole Snapchat thing, it's really not something to get excited about. If there's anything you need to get excited about, it's the fact that they're filming right now. And of course, if they're filming on location, there's gonna be spy photos. And also people just happen to be, you know, driving by or walking by fluke, and they happen to be capturing the filming of Transformers last night, with their cameras. So really, really exciting stuff. I want to give a big shout out, shout out to Clayton Huggins, who actually posted 2 videos, and I'm not sure how this happened. Maybe they just happened to be driving by along the Theodore Roosevelt dam, the highway, that stretch of highway that leads up to the dam or is going away from the dam, because that's where they were filming. And what he happened to capture was a whole lineup of cars, which included Bumblebee, what appears to be Hound, a heavy-duty tow truck, and a whole bunch of military transport vehicles. That is really, really exciting stuff. Now, I'm going to leave you the link on the description box below so you can check out that video. Check it out. It is pretty cool. Now, that, of course, won't be the first time. We're going to be seeing a lot of other stuff. There's going to be more photos and videos coming up later on. After all, this is day 1. Now, I also want to give a big shout out to Instagram user Cray Lauzon, because there were a couple of photos posted on that account. And what we see here is the backside of Bumblebee and also a motorcycle. And this motorcycle specifically is a very unique one. It is a Confederate 61, as far as I know. And what you can see here is a very, very unique looking motorcycle. And there's a rider. There is a rider. Not sure if it's a hologram rider or if it is an actual human, like a human character. Maybe it's a human riding a Decepticon bike, and maybe they're aware that it's a Decepticon bike. Maybe it's humans and Decepticons working together. I don't know. But if you look over at the comments on the Bumblebee photo, it actually mentions that what was seen was a hippie bus with the Decepticon logo on it, a tow truck with no visible logos, could be Autobot or Decepticon, and also on the back of the jacket of the rider of the motorcycle, there was a big Decepticon logo on it. So it's highly possible that it's a human rider who, who's on the faction of who's sided with Decepticons. So I don't know what's going on with that. Of course, it's a big mystery. We don't know anything else other than that. Okay, so that is that. And now I want to give a big shout out to Fredrik Naumann, who has a website, Felix Features, and what he captured was a really awesome gallery of photos of the actual filming right by Theodore Roosevelt Dam, and there was a lot to talk about. There are a lot of photos. I'm going to leave you the description. I'm going to leave you the link to that photo gallery on the description box below. I'm going to talk about a couple of things that I thought were really, really interesting about this set of photos. Of course, we have Bumblebee here. We have a truck which is driven by a human character. Doesn't appear to be aggressive, but if you look in the back of the truck, there is what appears to be a like some cargo. I don't know what it could be. It could be weapons. Could be like I don't know, some precious cargo. I don't know. But anyways, there is a driver. I can't tell who that is. I don't know if it's Mark Wahlberg. Who knows? Moving on, there are a bunch of military vehicles with guns, like guns mounted on top of it, like miniguns, and also they have the upside down V. Now, the upside down V, if you're not aware of this, actually represents friendly forces. In real life, in the military, this represents friendly forces so that the allies don't end up shooting each other. So this is very interesting to see that. Does it really mean friendly forces? Who knows? But somebody's allied with somebody else. I don't entirely believe these are Decepticons. There's a reason why there are miniguns on them, and that is for human use, human personnel use, like military personnel. But right behind all these military vehicles is Barricade. This is a Ford Mustang, a new Ford Mustang with the light bar. It looks clearly it's a police car, and it clearly looks like Barricade. But Barricade died in Transformers: Dark of the Moon. But you know how the continuity is between those sequels. I mean, characters die and they come back to life as somebody else. I mean, Blackout died and came back as Grinder, or it's an entirely different character. I don't know, but they just do that sort of thing. The continuity is kind of messed up in the Transformers live action films. I'm sure you guys know that by now. But anyways, so I was just wondering if there's any way to confirm that this is Barricade. Well, check this out. Here's a closer up shot of the police car. It's clearly a police car. It looks kind of bluish, and you can see that there's this "to punish and enslave" caption there. So that is kind of nuts that it's that it suggests that Barricade is back. So, you know, I'm excited to see Barricade. Anyways, moving on, check out this photo of all these military vehicles, but right behind it is the Confederate 61 bike and also what appears to be an old Volkswagen van. Now, in the post by Cray Lauzon, it was mentioned that the hippie bus, which I'm pretty sure is this one, has a Decepticon logo. And when I look at it, on the front, it appears to have a Decepticon logo in place of where the Volkswagen logo should be. So that looks like it's either a Decepticon or just a human transport that is sided with the Decepticons. And right behind it is that heavy-duty tow truck. Now, this heavy-duty tow truck is not just meant for towing it's not meant for towing like smaller vehicles. It's meant for towing heavy-duty vehicles. I'm talking about big trucks, a bus, other tow trucks. But anyways, this looks like something substantial. I'm positive that it's going to transform. I'm positive. You don't just bring out a unique looking truck like this and not have it transform. This vehicle sticks out like a sore thumb. It is green. I just don't know if it's an Autobot or a Decepticon, but the fact that it's rolling out with these what appears to be maybe evil vehicles really tells us something. So it could be a Decepticon, maybe it's going to be an original character, or it could be a character that is that was like maybe, I don't know, Grapple, Hoist. I know Grapple and Hoist are Autobots, but you know what they do in these live action films. They grab the characters' names and switch their allegiances. They've done that before. Moving on, let's talk about some other photos that stand out. There is this van. I'm pretty sure this van is not a Transformer. It's not an Autobot. I believe that because a Bumblebee is right behind him, and the camera crane that is on top of the Porsche Cayenne is right in front of it. So I'm thinking the humans are taking the lead for now in this scene, and there are human characters in there, possibly Mark Wahlberg and Isabella Moner. Moving on, let's take a look. Oh, this is cool. Now, in a previous video, I posted a video about the top 10 locations where I would want Transformers 5 to be filmed. I mentioned that I would love to see a scene on a bridge. Here's a scene on a bridge. I don't know if there's a battle going to take place. I don't know if it's going to be a car chase taking place, but it is a scene on a bridge and it looks pretty cool. After all, they got all those military transports, and not just personnel transports, but also these longer vehicles that are that could carry cargo, possibly weapons. I don't know. I mean, this is really, really exciting stuff. Like, this is an exciting set of photos. What else do we have here? I think that is about it. Yeah, that's really exciting stuff. So the things that really stand out to me are of course, Bumblebee. But Bumblebee is Bumblebee. There's not really much to talk about there. But then there's that Confederate 61 bike, and that is ridden by either a hologram driver or a human driver that has sided with the Decepticons. After all, that there is that Decepticon logo on the back of his jacket. And then there's the big heavy-duty tow truck. I'm pretty sure that it's a Decepticon just because of the way of the formation of which these vehicles are lined up. You have all the military vehicles, then you have Barricade, then you have the Confederate 61 bike, and then you have the tow truck. The tow truck's probably the last vehicle because it's the slowest, but the fact is that it was the last vehicle that was followed behind a whole bunch of potentially evil vehicles, okay? And all the good vehicles were in front. So, and then of course there's the old Volkswagen Bug, which is also in the lineup of all the military vehicles with miniguns on top of it. It has a Decepticon logo on it. Now, the big thing that I want to talk about is, of course, the reveal of potentially Hound. Hound looks like he has an upgraded alt mode. And if you check out this photo, what it appears to be is a version of Hound, a new version of Hound with a new alt mode. And Hound was, in the past, in Age of Extinction, was an Oshkosh tactical defense vehicle. And now it appears to be a Mercedes military transport of some kind. Now, it doesn't look like a personnel transport. It looks like a medical transport. After all, it has the emergency logo on it. But it really looks like that it's Hound and not another character, because if you look at all the markings on it, it shows that it's got Decepticon kills, and also it's got the pinup image. It's got the pinup image on the door, or on the side rather, and this is the same one that was that was on the tactical Oshkosh tactical defense vehicle. So this suggests that it's really Hound. I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with the possibility that that is Hound, mainly because, well, it's rolling with Bumblebee. Hound survived in Age of Extinction. Hound is a heavy-duty military vehicle, and also it's got all those markings on it. And here's the most important clue of them all, or the detail rather, or fact rather, and that is vehicles in the Transformers live-action universe go through upgrades that are unexplained. Sideswipe was never a convertible in Revenge of the Fallen. He's a convertible in Dark of the Moon. How did he get these upgrades? They never tell you. And how do the Autobots go from this upgrade to another upgrade to another upgrade? How do they keep on changing forms? They just do it. Okay? So either in between Age of Extinction and The Last Night, Hound makes a change, or he does it near the beginning of the movie, or he doesn't get any explanation about his upgraded alt mode at all. And if they don't do that, it's not a surprise. They do that, and they've been doing it throughout all the sequels. So no surprise there. I'm positive that this is Hound. Okay. So this is Hound's new alt mode. Bumblebee gets a new alt mode. There's a bunch of potential Decepticons there, and I'm just wondering, is this a car chase, or are they rolling out together? Because think about it. There's only one road here, like there's only one lane here, so there isn't much of an area or just much of any space to play with if they want to turn it into a car chase. If it's a car chase, they would probably want more lanes so they can swerve in and out of traffic or oncoming traffic. But it just looks like a lineup of vehicles that are driving together, as in rolling out together. Maybe Autobots and Decepticons need to work together with humans, or rather humans need to work together with Decepticons, which need to work together with Autobots to fight a common threat. Maybe that's what's going on. I don't know. But it's a theory, and I think that they're siding with each other to face an evil that could potentially kill all of them. So that is my theory that I'm throwing out there. It's kind of crazy, but it does look like they're rolling out together. It does not look like a car chase scene. They are using the Porsche Cayenne, which can go up to some really high speeds, and they could film some major car chase sequences with that. But with a tow truck and that Volkswagen Bug, this does not look like a high-speed car chase at all. It really looks like Autobots and Decepticons are working together. I'm positive that's Barricade. I'm positive that's Hound. And it's mainly because characters come back to life. They just do. And if it's coming back to life not as Barricade, it's coming back to life as a different name. But that's Barricade right there. To punish and enslave. And that's Hound. All the markings and all the clues really point that that is Hound. I don't think it's Bulkhead. I don't think it's Hound's brother. I think that's Hound, and that is it. This is day one. There's going to be lots more updates, and that's all I got to say in this video. What do you guys think about my theory? Humans working with Decepticons, Autobots working with Decepticons, fighting a common threat. What do you think is going to happen? Let me know in the comment section below. And that's all I got to say in this video. I want to give a big shout out to everybody that has supported me from the very beginning, and also my new supporters. Thank you so much for subscribing. Once again, I'm going to be posting more official photos on the Facebook album of the Ragin Nation. If you haven't liked the page, make sure you click like, make sure you subscribe to this channel, because a lot of updates are coming. This is your one-stop shop for a whole bunch of exciting information for the production of Transformers The Last Night. And also, once you head over to my Instagram account, at the Ragin Nation, because I'm going to be posting contests there. We're going to be doing a bunch of trivia, lots of exciting stuff. To everybody that bought t-shirts, VIP passes, and also prize winners, I want to let you guys know that I've shipped out all your stuff. All your stuff is on the way, and there will be another prize giveaway. The next prize giveaway will be for another set of Western Star goodies. We got a knapsack here. We got a baseball cap with the Autobot logo. This is an official Western Star product. It says Transformers right there. And of course, a lanyard. A lanyard that is a Western Star Optimus Prime Age of Extinction lanyard. You can win this by being a Ragin Nation VIP member. And also there are, of course, other prizes you can win by answering the trivia on the Instagram account. Transformers trivia, of course. Lots of exciting stuff going on. I'm going to give you another update in the next video. And hopefully we got something juicier to talk about on day 2 of filming. Anyways, that's all I gotta say in this video. Once again, thank you to all your support, and as always, if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like me on Facebook, The Ragin Nation. Also follow me on Twitter at Ragin Nation. My name's Alex Yu. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace. Share a very, very similar looking look, and also a head sculpt. Their face is very, very similar.